Alright, hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'm gonna show you guys how can you use a virtual effect graph packaging for the Unity under the Linux. Well, why I wanna do this, why I have to record this video, because a week ago or a few days ago, I found it's very difficult to make it right under the Linux. There's almost no tutorials where exactly solve this problem clearly. So that's why I am recording this video right now, because I want to make it easier for you guys to do the same thing. Well, first, this is my post right in here. And if you want to use the virtual effect graph, you do not have to own an NVIDIA GPU. Any GPU would be fine. But you have to install a software or library called VUL. KAN. Well, why you need that? Because it's a general driver for all kinds of GPUs. And it's also very simple for the installation. You just have to run this command. Yeah, after that, let's go back to the Unity project that we have. For now, we only got one model, which is this one. I just wanna have a packaging. I say, how can we do that? First, we go to the component. We're gonna go to the Windows. Here I'm gonna choose the packaging manager because that's where we install all those packages. For this case, you'll need to install what you wanna do is to let the virtual effect graph work. So for the first thing that you need to do is to install this packaging, because if you do not install it, how can you actually use it? So you have to click the install button right in here to install that packaging for your game project. Alright, but by only install that would not be enough. For example, if for now I click the right key and say I want to create a virtual effect called virtual effect graph, then I drag it into our scene. And for now, as you could say, we get nothing for that virtual effect. That's quite simple. That's normal. And if you go to the error message, you would say redefinition of whatever that's a common HLSL. For the first time I made this error, I have no idea of how to solve it. But for now, I get it. You just have to go to the window, then go to the package manager. If you look carefully about the virtual effect graph description, you would say the virtual effect graph is production ready for high definition render pipeline. I don't know if you have noticed that sentence or not. So in other words, this virtual effect graph is meant to work with the high definition render pipeline, which is this packaging. So for another words, you have to install this packaging also. You have to also install this packaging. Yeah, after that, you would say a window called the render pipeline wizard. And you would say all those weird arrow. All you have to do is to click the fix all button so that it will fix all those problems that you have. And if they ask you about this, you just have to say create one. Yeah, after the fixing, you would say there has no error anymore. So you could be able to just close this window. Then if you go to your scene, you would say nothing right in there. There has no graphs on your screen. That's weird. And then you go to the arrow, or you go to your cancel, you would say another arrow. It says that unable to compile some GraphQL stuff because OpenGL core is not supported with HDRP. So in other words, we could not use OpenGL. OpenGL means the Open Graph Library. So we cannot use that library. Then what do? We could go to the edits, then we find the project settings. From there, we go to the player, and then we could go to the, let's say, rendering, other settings rendering. In there, we're gonna unselect the auto graphics API for Linux, and we're gonna change the OpenGL core from OpenGL core to another one. So to do that, first we're gonna click the icon here. Then we are going to choose the VULKAN, this library. Then what you need to do is delete the OpenGL core, or if you don't want to do that, all you have to do is drag the VULKAN to the top of your graphics API for Linux. After you did that, they will ask you to do a save and restart. You just click that save and restart. Then it will literally restart your project and re-import all those stuffs that you have. Yeah, after that you still see nothing. That's weird. How about we just delete the OpenGL core right in here? All we have to do is select the OpenGL core, then click the minus icon. After we did that, and we go back and we Control save the whole project. Now you would say, we got something on the screen. Something is better than nothing, right? And for this case, what you could do is to, as you could know, as you have noticed that we got our character, but we didn't have the background, all those stuffs that we used to have. So how do we do? We're gonna go to the, for example, for now, I feel like we should have a wall, but we didn't have it on our screen. So I choose the wall. Then I go to the right side. As you could say, this corner, this pink corner is quite weird. It shouldn't be a pink one. So what you need to do is to click the shader, and you're gonna do a choose. For example, you're gonna choose a high definition render pipeline. Then from my experience, I guess the best choice for you is to choose a layered LIT. I can tell you why, because I have tried all those options, and in the end I found that the layered LAT is the best option. Okay, that's why I choose that. But you could try with different options as you like. Okay, after I switched the whole stuff to the layered LAT, and if we go back, you would say we just got our character correct. And for now, if we click the cancel arrow, then we save our projects and we click the edits. Oh, sorry, we shouldn't click the edit. We click the asserts, then we click the re-import all. We're gonna make sure we're gonna re-import everything. Then after the reloading, after the re-import, we shall be save our project without any problem. I guess it's fine for now. And we can even run our project to see if it's working correct. And yes, it's working correct. And I guess it's more clear for us to see every details of our character. Yeah, so that's quite it's quite good for now. Okay, back to our topic. What are you gonna do is first delete the old virtual effect you have. Then you go to the edits. You say you choose the virtual effects. You're gonna rebuild and save all virtual effect graphs. Then you get no errors anymore. That's great. Then let's say what are you gonna do is to go to your folder, then right click create and virtual effect graphs. Then we drag this one into our scene. For now you still see nothing, right? But if you double click your virtual effect right in here, you would see a window like this. Okay, then if you go to your virtual effects and you left it up, for example, now you're lefting it. Okay, we press the F button. You would just get into the object that you have. And for now, what you say is virtual effects. So it's working. We could use a virtual effect finally. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if we go to the window and go to the package manager, then we go to the virtual effect graph, we go to the samples, and we could just import the virtual effect graph additions. Yeah, after the importing, if we go to the samples right here, after the asserts folder, inside of the asserts folder, we could say samples folder, and we get into it, you would say the virtual effects, and we go to it, we go to the end of that, so we go to the prefab, we would say a few different kind of things. For example, I could just drag the sparks into our hierarchy, and if we do a focus, this is what you say. This is a sparks particle. You could think it as a particle system, but it's not. It's just a system for virtual effects. It's just something that you say in Hollywood movies. So with this system, you have the potential. You would have the potential to do whatever you want if you get that imagination or skills to do that. Because it's in the end, it would be very complex. For example, if we go to the VFX and we go to the sparks virtual effects graph, we double click that, then we open it in a full screen level. You would say the graph is actually pretty big, and here's for me, I get a bug. I don't know why this window always keeps showing up and turned on. I don't know how this would happen, but I just want to know that those graphs can be very complex. So this is probably today's tutorial about the Unity. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.